Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so that we can bring you the latest news as they come up. And together, we shall support our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, and Eastern Security Network to make our Biafran dream a reality. The clueless and monumental looting of the Fulani Nigerian government has collapsed the zoo called Nigeria. They have borrowed Nigeria into bondage, and foreign investors are avoiding Nigeria like a plague. Even some foreign investors opened up after the Moody Financial Rating Organization downgraded Nigeria's economy, that it is better for them to invest in a war-torn country than investing in the zoo called Nigeria, because those war-torn countries still respect some aspects of rule of law, unlike the Fulani Nigerian jihadist government that flagrantly disobey court orders and rule of law. They cited the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that defeated the Fulani Nigerian government 3 times now in their own court. Yet, none of those court orders have been obeyed. The first one, BUHARI impostor and his Fulani Nigerian government were defeated at the Federal High Court in Umuahia, and a judgment against the Fulani Nigerian government was given, and they were asked to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally and pay him 1 billion naira as compensation for violating his rights. The Fulani Nigerian government disobeyed that order. The second one was at the Court of Appeal, where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was set free, acquitted, and discharged from all terrorism and treason charges brought against him by the Fulani Nigerian government. Yet they refused to obey the court order. They went to appeal for a stay of execution, and that one was also thrown out. They also went to Supreme Court. They will also be disgraced at the Supreme Court. And just today, the Fulani Nigerian government were defeated at the Federal High Court, Umuahia, and a judgment against them was to pay Mazi Nnamdi Kanu another 500 million naira as compensation for violating his human rights. And they also said that he must be released back to where they brought him from, in Kenya. You know, they are known for breaking laws. They are known for disobeying court judgment and rule of law. A country that allows terrorists to break jails and release their fellow terrorists while innocent freedom fighters with no offense committed are denied freedom and locked up in solitary confinement. That country is a very big risk to foreign investments. Only terrorists can invest in the zoo called Nigeria. Only terrorists. And that is why they brought all the Fulani Janjaweed terrorists from the whole of Sahel region to invade Nigeria. And that's what they did. But all their wicked and evil plans will go down the drain. They will never go unpunished. They will never go unpunished. According to reports, Nigeria's total external debt now stands at $40.06 billion under Buhari impostor's government, up from $10.32 billion, which his government inherited in 2015. And nothing to show for it. Nothing. Not a single thing to show for it. This shows that there has been an increase of 288.18% in 7 years, according to the external debt stock reported by the Debt Management Office. A breakdown shows that in 2015, the 36 states that makes up Nigeria had $3.27 billion as their external debt, while the Fulani Nigerian government, or while the federal government, had $7.05 billion. By 2022, the same 36 states' external debt rose to $4.56 billion, which is just about $1.3 billion increment, while the Fulani Nigerian government's external debt increased to $35.5 billion from $7.05 billion. They increased it by 5 times, and nothing to show for it. The debt included loans from multilateral sources such as the World Bank, the African Development Bank, and the International Monetary Fund, IMF. They also include bilateral loans from China, France, Japan, Germany, and India, as well as commercial sources, including Euro bonds and diaspora bonds. Nigeria's external debt ballooned as the Naira lost value, increasing Nigerian debt service burden and worsening its ability to service debt. The International Monetary Fund recently said that the long-term rate of depreciation of Naira equated to a loss of 10.6% of its value annually since 1973. According to IMF, the rate was 1.5 times higher than the long-term rate of the currencies of other emerging markets and developing economies at 7.2%, and sub-Saharan Africans at 7% over the same period. So it shows that the Fulani Nigerian government are borrowing to consume, unlike the Americans who are borrowing to produce. And each time the issue of loan comes up, they are quick to point fingers at the United States, who are borrowing to produce. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video. And bye-bye for now.